We've all felt it. You get a massive promotion, you start making serious money, or you finally get your life completely together. You run to tell your closest friends, expecting them to celebrate with you. Instead, you get a forced smile, a passive-aggressive comment, a sudden cold shift in the energy of the room. It is one of the most painful realizations in life. Your friends don't always want you to get rich, get healthy, or succeed. In fact, psychology proves that the closer you are to someone, the more your success can secretly torment them. We like to think true friendship is entirely selfless. But beneath the surface, human biology views your success as a direct threat. Here is the dark psychology behind why your friends hate when you level up. To understand this, we have to look at social comparison theory. Psychologists point out that human beings do not measure their success globally. We measure it locally. You don't compare your wealth to Elon Musk or a billionaire celebrity. Your brain knows they are in a completely different universe, so their wealth doesn't hurt your self-esteem. Instead, you compare yourself to your peers, the people who grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same school, and sat at the same lunch table. Your friends. When a friend is at the same level as you, the world feels fair. But when you suddenly get rich or highly successful, you shatter that equilibrium. Your success becomes a giant, inescapable mirror, reflecting their own failures. Their subconscious mind thinks, we started at the exact same starting line. If they achieved all of this and I didn't, what is my excuse? There is also a deep, evolutionary fear at play here, the fear of abandonment. In ancient tribes, status was everything. If a member of the tribe suddenly gained massive resources, power, or wealth, their social status completely changed. They moved up, which meant the people below them were effectively pushed down. When you get rich or start achieving big goals, your friends' evolutionary biology panics. They aren't just jealous of your money, they are terrified of being left behind. They assume that with your new money or your new lifestyle, you will eventually outgrow them. They think you will find new, richer friends, look down on your old life, and abandon them. To prevent this anxiety, their subconscious mind wishes you would fail, just so everything can go back to being safe and comfortable. If you put a single crab in a bucket, it will easily climb out and escape. But if you put a dozen crabs in a bucket, none of them will escape. The moment one crab reaches the rim, the others will reach up and violently pull it back down to the bottom. This is a well-documented psychological phenomenon known as crab mentality. When you decide to get rich, lose weight, or break out of old bad habits, you are silently challenging the group's reality. If you succeed, it proves that it is possible to escape the struggle, and your friends don't want that proof because it forces them to admit they are trapped by their own choices. By making fun of your new goals, discouraging you, or minimizing your success, they are trying to pull you back down into the bucket. They don't want to climb up to your level. They want to drag you back down to theirs. It is easy to label these friends as toxic monsters and cut them out of your life, but psychology reveals that this bitterness is a deeply wired human flaw. It takes an incredibly mature, self-aware mind to feel genuine joy for someone else's massive success when your own life feels stagnant. True growth doesn't just change your bank account or your lifestyle, it filters your circle. The people who truly belong in your future are the ones who can look at your light without feeling blinded by their own shadow. If you want to understand more about why human nature rebels against things that are flawless, check out our video on why humanity would destroy a flawless savior. See you there.